We have cars that I like to spend a lot of time DIYing instead of doing the runs I should be going on.
That's true.
Speaking of, yeah.
He keeps adding and tinkering with his racing
He
stripe.
loves it.
Well, look, it's been distracting me from the runs after work. Instead I might decide to go home and paint on
Where
a
are you at
racing
with it? Is it fully done? Are you layering it now?
I had it fully done. So right, I've decided that instead of paying someone to vinyl stripe or paint a racing stripe in my car, I may as well do it myself. It's cheaper.
How much does it cost for a vinyl stripe, and how much?
I was quoted for exactly what I wanted, between $400 from one guy, $600 from another. So it just varies between that. To paint it on, with the amount of paint I'm using, it's closer to $200. So it's a $200 saving.
Plus, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun, and that's what I've noticed from.
Gets you out of running.
Does.
Sorry, go on.
In a non-procrastinary way, I just noticed from doing it that how much joy it brings, like doing things to your own car. Like the car I've bought that I like, I'm now working on it myself in terms of putting the personalizations on it, and I didn't expect it.
It's your car rather than factory car.
Like if I paid someone else to put the stripe on it, I would expect it to be perfect. If it wasn't perfect, I'd probably be a bit annoyed. Like, I paid all this money, this person can't do it right. When I'm doing it, I don't mind if I don't want to stuff up a little bit, but if it's a little bit imperfect, I still look at it and I'm like, did that myself. Pretty cool. Pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Like, I didn't realize or expect to enjoy the DIY aspect of it as much. I don't know. Is there
it's a sense of achievement. You're like, fuck, I did this and this looks really cool.
Is there anything that's hit you like that? Because I did not expect it to be this enjoyable, to just be taking my time, going over, painting.
Fish tanks.
Fish tanks?
Yeah, I set up fish tanks, and I've got a micro tank next to the computer and in the office, and it is like my pride and joy of like downtime to strip out the tank and set it up, clean it, get it all planted, fill it full of water, put the fish in. It's brilliant. It's good fun. It's like a massive sense of achievement when you do it, and it's nice because you're like, holy shit, that may have taken like 4 or 5 hours, but that looks really cool.
How big are they? How big is a micro fish tank?
It's probably like the same size as Luke's laptop,
If
like
you were
the
to
screen.
square it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
and you
that's
just box it
miniature
out.
compared to normal.
They're only like 15 through to 20 litres. So they're not big at all, but you can put some really awesome fish in there, like neon tetras. If you guys want to look up what's in there, there's albino corridorus, there's neon tetras, there's salt and pepper bristlenose, there's
little cute things you can chuck in there.
We may not have internet because of the storm.
Oh, that's
the,
right.
The storm has affected us today. That's right.
But if you want to look at them, there's the names.
Neon
but anyway,
tetra.
they're pretty cool, and I mean, it's really good fun. Neon tetras are a little species of piranha. They're a cousin to piranhas.
Are they anything like piranhas?
Oh, dude, I put 3 of the salt and pepper bristlenose in the tank. They're designed to
Sounds like food.
It's nice,
salt
actually.
and pepper brisket. It
I'm
doesn't
hungry
sound like to
thinking
me. Yeah.
They're really cool. They're like these black and white dotted catfish, pretty much.
Oh, nice.
And they crawl around the tank, cleaning all the algae off the leaves, off the filter, off the glass, off the rocks, everything like that. They're bottom feeders. They clean everything up, and yeah, they're brilliant. And I put 3 of them in, and the neon tetras had been in prior. They killed 2 of them. They just smashed them to bits. I put snails in because I thought, oh well, I've lost 2 of the bristlenose. I put some snails in that'll do a very similar job. They're called mystery snails. What they did was they held the snail against the glass and then they rammed it and smashed the.
You need some CCTV on this.
I know,
you
it
need
was
to take
fucked. I'll get a photo of one of the empty snail shells and we can put it on the TV next episode.
Wow.
Nature's vicious,
yeah, they're
eh? Oh.
brutal. But very, very, very fun to like go.
Do you
through.
name them? Do you name
Oh,
your
no.
fish? No. Is that a waste of time?
They're gonna die too quickly. Like, they're gonna get beaten up, and you'll feel sad.
Only the bristlenose are the only ones that have died. I've got Australian guppies in there. I've got tetras, corridorus, but no names. No. Don't waste. Maybe the surviving bristlenose should have a name.
Can you do like fish wars? Like, or is that
you
inhumane?
Can. No, you can if you want to. It's definitely inhumane. But
I've nothing to do with humans. It's
for
just-
example, like there's this invasive species which I'll have to remember the name, but they're pretty much everywhere in the Bulimba Creek waterways, and they only grow to like the second knuckle on your pinky finger. They're really, really, really small fish. But they're an African version of a guppy. They'll kill anything that they can. I mean, if you put them in a tank with some tetras, you'd have an all-out war.
Luke's getting some ideas.
Fight night.
Looks like, yeah, podcast fight night, fish version.
We got the Logan Paul Mayweather. We can put that on the undercard. Like we got a jam pack afternoon.
Nah,
Then
fish are cool. If anyone wants to get into it, I highly recommend it. You don't have to sink much money into it. You can get really cheap filters
Sink.
and that. Sink, yeah, dude. I'm all full of jokes like that. But no, it's really cool pastime. It's one of those things like it's just satisfying to set it up. You see all these really nice fish, and
is it soothing to be working next to it? Is it like a therapy?
Yeah, you can hear if I don't have my headset on with like any like background noise, you just hear the filter rolling in the water. It's really nice. I got a flowering bonsai next to my desktop. It's a really awesome space.
But I even found that with painting the car. Like I didn't have any music or anything playing. I was just hearing the spray go over it. And the whole process was so like relaxing and therapeutic. And I'm like, I never had a creative hobby. I'd play like Xbox or play sport, but I never had like a creative avenue. I'm like, this is the thing.
I really think that everyone should have a creative hobby. Like have whatever you want in terms of like you might really love playing games, but you should also have some creative outlet. Maybe you really like spray painting. Maybe you like oil painting on canvas. But it's a massive stress relief. It's just like, relax.
Like I couldn't wait to get home to just start painting my car. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who am I?
No, really?
I was like all day at work, just like, I want to go home and just paint that stripe.
Wow.
Let's go.
If you were to, you probably don't have any like creative outlet in this sense. I mean, like the podcast is.
I'd say this is my creative outlet.
But if you were to have anything that was small, maybe you invest like 2 hours in a week towards it. I mean, like I feed my fish once every 2 days. I clean the tank.
Is that good or is that a bad thing?
No, that's brilliant.
That's what they
meant. You meant to do it very regularly.
Yeah, you don't want to feed them all the time. They get fat. They die.
What's the cat in the hat story? Dr. Seuss, Big Fish, the one where he kept feeding it. Well, he just kept feeding it, and it just kept growing out of his tank, and it couldn't fit in the house anymore. And then, anyway, sorry,
it's a gross exaggeration of reality, but that's.
But no, you can
2 hours a week.
I think you should definitely find something like 2 hours a week because it's that thing when the chips are down and you're just like, fuck it, I need to have a break, and work's just stressing you out. You can just go do that.
It's a visceral thing that you can just something about being able to see it, to be able to touch it, feel like I did that. Like that's
a sense of pride.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it is a sense of pride. But you're like, cool.
Yeah, but I
created something.
You can take that, when you're done like the cosmetic version of maintenance on the car, you can take it to the actual mechanics and the hardware of the car. You can set it up to be so schmick that you just look at the car and you're like, holy shit, I've invested so many hours into this baby and it's ready to rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the urge. I'm thinking about, I'm not going to do anything like performance-wise because, it costs too much.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of, I'll service it myself. I'm going to learn how to do it. Like, that's all going to be, back in the days, I'll get paid off to someone who can do it for me. But I'm like, no, I think I would just really enjoy maintaining it myself.
Like a garden type thing.
Maybe that's what the gardening is. Like it's
like
something you're seeing and you're maintaining and keeping it and making it as good as you can.
Gabby and I garden. I mean, it's another one of our outlets that you don't, like, we just get out there and we go, what do you think would look nice in this pot? And it's fantastic. And when you plant something and you see it growing and it's doing so well and you invest time and energy into it, it's just the best thing. I honestly think you should get a hobby like that. It doesn't have to be the most expensive thing. It doesn't have to be the most time-consuming thing. I think it's actually better when it's the complete opposite and it's something you just park in the corner, come back to whenever you want. You know what I mean?